Yamaha is quietly losing value on some of its best motorcycles, and almost nobody is paying attention. While everyone chases the newest models, smart buyers are picking up proven machines for hundreds less than last year. 7 Yamahas, all getting cheaper in 2026, all for reasons that have nothing to do with quality. Let's get into it. Number 7. Yamaha MT-03. There's a motorcycle sitting in showrooms and used lots right now that serious riders keep walking past, and it might be the smartest buy of 2026. The MT-03 has always had an identity problem. It sits in that awkward middle ground. Too small for riders who want to feel serious, too aggressive looking for beginners who want something approachable. So it gets ignored. And when bikes get ignored, prices fall. That's exactly what's happening here. Under the shroud is a 321cc parallel twin engine, liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and tuned for real-world riding rather than spec sheet bragging. It produces around 42 horsepower, which sounds modest until you're flickering through urban traffic or carving a canyon road where a bigger, heavier bike becomes a liability. The MT-03 is light, seriously light, under 170 kilograms wet. That weight savings translates directly into feel, agility, and confidence. The reality check? Riders who dismiss this as a beginner bike are thinking about it completely wrong. Yes, it's accessible, but accessible doesn't mean limited. The naked, aggressive MT styling, the twin-pot front brakes, the fully adjustable riding position, this is a machine that rewards skilled riding. It just doesn't punish you while you get there. Now the price. New MT-03s are already competitively priced, but the used market in 2026 is where things get genuinely interesting. Low-mileage examples are regularly appearing in the $3,500 to $4,800 range depending on year and condition. Why is it so cheap? Simple. The 2023 and 2024 model refreshes pushed previous owners to upgrade, flooding the used market with well-maintained machines. Supply went up. Demand stayed flat. Prices dropped. For urban commuters, weekend riders, or anyone who wants a Yamaha that punches emotionally above its displacement, the MT-03 right now is almost unfairly good value. Smart money doesn't always chase the biggest engine. Sometimes it finds the bike everyone else underestimated. Number 6. Yamaha YZF-R3. If you told most people this is a full race-bred, track-capable motorcycle available for under $5,000 used, they'd assume something was wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. The market just moved on and left a gem behind. The R3 shares its 321cc parallel twin heart with the MT-03, but everything else is built around a completely different philosophy. This is Yamaha's entry into the supersport world, a fully fared, clip-on handlebar, rear-set foot peg machine designed to look, feel, and behave like a proper sport bike. And it does. The R3 has a legitimate racing pedigree. It competes in dedicated R3 Cup championships worldwide, meaning the platform has been engineered to handle real abuse, real lean angles, and real speed. The problem, if you can even call it that, is perception. The 321cc displacement makes riders feel like they're settling. The internet has done its damage here, creating this mythology that anything under 600cc is somehow not a real motorcycle. That thinking is costing buyers money and robbing them of genuinely thrilling riding experiences. On paper, liquid-cooled DOHC engine, 6-speed transmission, 41mm telescopic front forks, and a chassis that's been praised by professional riding instructors globally for its precision and feedback. It's not fast in a straight line by middleweight standards, it is fast where roads actually curve. Pricing in 2026? Used R3s are sitting in the $3,800 to $5,200 window regularly. The reason they're cheap follows the same logic as the MT-03, updated model years, an influx of riders who bought them as firsts and moved up, and a used market that's simply saturated with clean, low-hour examples. Dealers aren't fighting over them. Private sellers want them gone. For anyone who wants to learn proper cornering technique, experience track days, or simply own a motorcycle that looks stunning without a premium price tag, The R3 right now is a quiet masterpiece hiding in plain sight. The best sport bikes aren't always the most powerful. Sometimes they're just the most honest. Number 5. Yamaha XSR700. Here's where things get genuinely interesting, because this one isn't a small bike, and it isn't priced small for lack of performance. It's priced low because the market has a short memory. The XSR700, rebranded as the MT-07 in later years, is built around a 689 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine with a crossplane inspired crank design. That last detail matters more than most people realize. The crossplane concept, borrowed directly from Yamaha's MotoGP program, gives this engine a torque delivery that feels uniquely alive. It doesn't just rev, it pulls with a physicality that middleweight twins from competitors simply don't replicate. Riders who've spent time on this bike describe the low to mid-range torque as almost addictive. Why is it being ignored in 2026? Because the newer MT-07 generations arrived with updated electronics, refined suspension, and fresh aesthetics. And that pushed a massive wave of previous owners to trade up or sell. The second-hand market is now flooded with 2014 to 2020 XSR700 and MT-07 examples in excellent condition. These aren't worn-out machines. Many have under 8,000 miles. Some have under 3,000. The reputation problem is generational. Newer riders see an old model year and hesitate. More experienced riders see a sub-$5,000 middleweight with proven reliability and immediately understand what's in front of them. Realistically, you're looking at $4,200 to $6,500 for clean used examples in 2026. Sometimes lower in oversupplied markets. For context, this is a 689cc naked motorcycle with a legitimate performance pedigree, manageable weight around 182 kilograms, and running costs that won't punish you monthly. That price range is nearly absurd given the capability. This is the bike that made Yamaha's middleweight reputation. It launched careers, inspired track days, and converted more than a few car enthusiasts into full-time riders. The fact that it's now affordable doesn't mean it got worse. It means the market got distracted. The MT-07 soul didn't depreciate. Only its price tag did. Number 4. Yamaha XSR700. Most motorcycles try to look modern. The XSR700 decided it didn't need to, and somehow that decision made it timeless. Now it's also making it affordable. The XSR700 is a neo-retro naked built on the same 689cc parallel twin platform as the MT-07. Same cross-plane inspired engine, same chassis geometry, completely different personality. Where the MT-07 is aggressive and forward-leaning, the XSR700 is upright, composed, and wrapped in a visual identity that nods to Yamaha's 1970s heritage without pretending to live there. Round headlight, brushed metal accents, retro-style tank lines, the kind of motorcycle that people stop to look at in parking lots. So why is it getting cheaper? Two reasons for working together. First, the neo-retro segment exploded in popularity around 2018 to 2021, and now the market is saturated with options. Kawasaki, Royal Enfield, Triumph, Honda all competing in that same visual space. Buyers have more choices, so any single model sees softer demand. Second, Yamaha's own XSR900 exists as a step-up option with more displacement and more presence, which pulls aspirational buyers away from the 700. The technical story is strong. The 689cc DOHC twin delivers smooth, tractable power well-suited to the XSR's upright ergonomics. It's genuinely comfortable over distance. It handles with the same precision as the MT-07 underneath. Suspension is properly sorted from the factory, and the bike sits at a height that suits a wide range of rider builds. In 2026's used market, clean XSR700s are appearing between $5,000 to $7,200 depending on year, mileage, and any aftermarket additions. And there are many, because XSR owners love to customize. Some of those modified bikes represent extraordinary value if the parts are quality. For someone who wants a motorcycle that looks like it costs twice what it does, performs with genuine competence, and offers a riding experience that's engaging without being exhausting, the XSR700 right now checks every box. Retro aesthetics are trending. Retro prices shouldn't be. This one isn't. Number 3. Yamaha Tracer 7. Most people shopping for adventure touring motorcycles walk straight past this one. They're looking for something with more cylinders, more electronics, more everything. And in doing so, they're walking past one of the most practical, capable, and now genuinely affordable motorcycles Yamaha has ever built. The Tracer 7, sold in some markets as the Tracer 700, is the touring-dressed version of that same 689cc parallel twin platform we've already talked about. Same engine DNA. Completely different purpose. Where the MT-07 wants to attack corners and the XSR700 wants to look beautiful doing it, the Tracer 7 wants to cover ground. Efficiently, comfortably, reliably. It does all three without complaint. The problem in the marketplace is straightforward. Adventure touring buyers tend to shop with their eyes on larger, more expensive machines. The BMW F750 GS, the Triumph Tiger 900, the Yamaha Tracer 9. These are the bikes getting the attention, the reviews, the YouTube coverage. The Tracer 7 sits beneath that conversation and gets quietly overlooked. That invisibility is now showing up directly in its resale price. Technically, this is a serious machine. The 689cc DOHC twin produces approximately 74 horsepower in a package that weighs around 196 kilograms fully fueled. It comes with an adjustable windscreen, upright ergonomics designed for genuine long-distance comfort, a saddlebag-ready frame, and a suspension setup that handles both motorway miles and mountain passes with equal competence. The fuel range is honest and predictable. The seat height is accessible. It doesn't intimidate. It just works. In 2026, used Tracer 7s and Tracer 700s are in the $5,500 to $7,800 range. Why the drop? The Tracer 9 GT exists, now with a bigger engine, a full electronics suite, and premium positioning, and that upgrade path caused a wave of Tracer 7 owners to sell. Combined with softer demand in the mid-displacement touring segment overall, prices have relaxed considerably from their 2020 to 2021 peaks. For the rider who wants to actually go somewhere, weekend trips, cross-country runs, daily commuting with luggage, the Tracer 7 is a machine built exactly for that life. It doesn't need to be the flashiest bike on the road to be the most useful one in your garage. Distance doesn't care about horsepower figures, it cares about reliability. And the Tracer 7 has that in abundance. Number 2. Yamaha T-Max 530. This one is going to surprise people, because the T-Max was once considered the premium choice, the aspirational scooter, the machine that made two-wheelers feel grown up. Now it's getting cheap, and that shift creates a very specific kind of opportunity. The T-Max 530 ruled the large displacement scooter segment for years. Yamaha built it around a 530 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, a real engine, not the single-cylinder units found in conventional scooters, delivering around 46 horsepower through a continuously variable transmission that was, and still is, genuinely refined. This isn't a grocery-run scooter. This is a machine capable of motorway speeds, daily urban commuting, and occasional touring, all without demanding a clutch lever or gear change from the rider. The reputation issue in 2026 is generational. The T-Max 560 and later iterations arrived with updated styling, smartphone, connectivity, and a more powerful engine, making the 530 generation models look dated by comparison. Younger buyers gravitating toward the scooter segment want the newest version. That leaves a surplus of clean, well-maintained 530s in the used market with nowhere to go but down in price. Mechanically, the 530 platform is robust. It was over-engineered for its class: cast aluminum frame, upside-down front forks, sophisticated rear monoshock, components you'd expect on a proper motorcycle, not a scooter. The underseat storage is generous. The riding position is commanding. Long-term reliability reports on this generation are consistently positive. Current used pricing in 2026 sits between $4,800 to $7,000 for clean examples, with lower mileage models occasionally appearing at the upper end. Given that new T-Max 560 models retail significantly higher, the value gap between generations is now substantial enough to justify serious consideration. For commuters, urban professionals, or riders who want maximum practicality without sacrificing the physical experience of riding something premium, the T-Max 530 right now represents extraordinary value per dollar. The T-Max didn't get worse when the 560 came out. It just got cheaper. And cheaper is exactly what makes it interesting again. Number 1. Yamaha MT-09. Everything on this list has been building toward this one. Because if there is a single Yamaha motorcycle in 2026 that is losing value faster than it should and gaining almost nothing in return for that price drop, it is the third generation MT-09. This is the one that serious riders are going to look back on and wish they'd bought when the window was open. The MT-09 platform from 2017 to 2020 is powered by an 847cc inline triple-cylinder engine, Yamaha's cross-plane triple, a layout that produces a sound and power delivery unlike anything else in the naked bike segment. 3 cylinders means you get the mid-range torque character of a twin combined with the top-end smoothness of a 4-cylinder. In practice, it feels like a motorcycle with a personality. Aggressive when provoked, manageable when you want it calm. Around 115 horsepower in a chassis. Weighing approximately 193 kilograms wet, the power-to-weight ratio is genuinely extraordinary for a street-legal naked bike at any price point. Why is it dropping in value right now? The 2021 redesign was significant. New frame, updated electronics, revised ergonomics, restyled bodywork. And it created a clear visual and technological divide between generations. Buyers shopping for an MT-09 in 2026 tend to want the newer version, and that desire is pushing used prices on 2017 to 2020 models steadily downward, despite the mechanical platform being virtually unchanged in any way that matters on actual roads. Used examples of this generation are currently landing between $6,500 to $9,000 depending on year, condition, and mileage. For a motorcycle with this level of performance, brand reputation, and riding engagement, that range is genuinely difficult to justify ignoring. New comparable naked bikes from any manufacturer, Japanese, European, or otherwise, cost significantly more for equivalent or lesser capability. The MT-09 is not a beginner's motorcycle. It demands attention, respect, and some experience behind the bars. But for the rider who is ready for it, buying this generation right now, while the market is distracted by the newer model, is the kind of decision that looks obvious in hindsight. The triple sings at every throttle position. Price just started singing too. 7 Yamaha motorcycles. All of them are getting cheaper in 2026. None of them are getting worse. The market is distracted, and that distraction is your advantage. Whether you're after a lightweight twin, a mid-displacement naked, a touring companion, or a triple that rewires your brain the first time you open the throttle, the window is open right now. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, Mandadiu Ammam, because more hidden value lists are on the way.